Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Wisconsin Badgers, Barry Alvarez Field at historic Camp Randall Stadium, where we are looking forward to a fantastic battle. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Badgers will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Cooks. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. The 30, 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. It's Peterson. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And the Tar Heels line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go.
Touchdown, UNC! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Caught behind the line. It's Sims. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Badgers want to pick up the tempo.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, you know, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
2nd down coming up. He's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Peterson. Intercepted! intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Looking for space. It's Cook. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Snagged in the middle. It's Ingram. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated because right now they have no answers for this offense.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Here's the handoff. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Wisconsin.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Snap to the back. Running to Green. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive.
Here we go.
Direct snap. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration. So my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look.
Let's go! Let's go!
Snap to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Really good-looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time, Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, who was a teammate of mine with the New York Giants, and he was so good at being patient and setting up blocks. This guy shows that patience as well. He really helps out the running game because he's not in a rush. He just takes his time and carves his way through the defense.
They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, sack.
Quick release on the RPO. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Badgers are in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Peterson. And his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Fires downfield. Complete in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with with an update. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Navy. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Dropping back, it's Peterson. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up the short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Badgers in the hurry up. They're going to run it. He breaks the tackle. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Badger!
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This drive will open from the 15. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
6 remain.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ingram. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. To the air on first down. Under fire. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking to take a shot. Brings it down on the right side. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Peterson. Makes the grab on the left. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. From the gun, give on the inside. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Badgers want to move quickly.
That wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gets it out quickly. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. The inside handoff. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. back to throw. It's Peterson. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
On 4th down, going to the air. It's complete on the right side. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
Makes it past the marker. Still running at the 40. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Air Force is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 14 to Navy. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And the Badgers want to crank the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The Badgers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll sneak it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look.
Here we go.
Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Brings up 2nd down.
picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Zings it complete to the right. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off play action. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. With the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Run from the shotgun. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Cooks. Running into the open space. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Give to the running back. Turning it on. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, North Carolina. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. And on second down for this offense. 22. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
To the ground with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Brings up second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
Brings up third down.
The Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Time to take a shot. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll try the right side. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
On the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Inside the 25. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Handoff from the gun. Shakes off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Peterson. Fires deep toward the end zone. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's going to go down as time has run out. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the